Have you ever noticed how people sometimes reject an idea simply because they don't like where it leads? Maybe you've heard someone say, "That can't be true, it would be terrible if it were." This kind of thinking is surprisingly common, but it's not a logical way to judge truth. In fact, it's called the appeal to consequences fallacy. Instead of looking at the actual evidence, people focus on whether the outcome feels good or bad to them. But just because a conclusion makes us uncomfortable or hopeful doesn't mean it's true or false. Let's break down how this fallacy works and why it's important to separate our feelings from the facts. The appeal to consequences fallacy comes in two main forms. First, there's the negative form, where someone rejects a claim because the outcome would be unpleasant. For example, they might say, "That can't be true because it would offend people," or "I don't accept that because society won't like it." The problem here is clear. Disliking the outcome doesn't change reality. Then there's the positive form, which is all about wishful thinking. Someone might say, "This must be true because it would make life better," or "I believe this because it gives people hope." Again, wanting something to be true isn't evidence that it is. In both cases, the focus is on feelings, not facts. Here's the reality. Something can be uncomfortable and still true, or it can sound wonderful and still be false. The key is that truth is based on evidence, not on how the outcome makes us feel. It's perfectly reasonable to consider consequences when making decisions like what job to take or where to live. But when it comes to figuring out what's actually true, we need to look for evidence, not just react emotionally. So, next time you hear someone say, "That would be bad, so it's not true," try asking, "Where's the evidence, not the emotion?" That simple question can help us all think more clearly and avoid falling into this common trap.